Welcome back to Ralph's Garage, guys. Future Ralph here, coming in to do the intro for the video. On this episode, we're gonna turn the key and see if we can make some noise with the Beamer. Last episode, we kind of left off, got the fuel tank emptied, got the fuel pump installed, fuel line made, but we still didn't have a starter. So in this episode, the starter shows up. We're gonna get that installed, and I'll let the video start right here. So enjoy. All right, guys, it's here finally. I got the starter for the BMW. I'm pretty sure this is the right one. So we're gonna go ahead and try and put it on the car and see if it fits. It should fit. Let's compare it to the old one. So you can see the problem that I was having. You see how much further tilted over the solenoid is away from the block? That's the problem I was having, is it was hitting right here. So let's throw this one on. This one's not gonna fit. I don't know what this one is supposed to fit, but it's probably not like a 95 or 94 BMW, but neither is this one. So let's go ahead and get this on the Beamer here. I don't think the view is going to be that great for you guys here. Sorry about the view, guys. It's pretty tight up in here. All right, it looks like that starter fits a lot better. Let's see if we can get the header bolted up. All right, it looks like the fitment's pretty good. Looks like it fits in there perfectly. Now we just gotta get the wires down here for it. Starter signal, and then start signal. What's this one? Not sure. Let me figure this out. All right, so this big wire, the thick one, is going to go to the starter power. This is starter signal, and this other one I think goes to the starter power, and this is probably the power for the ECU harness, or the engine harness. So this is all going to go to the starter. So I'm just going to feed it in there. Easier said than done, with one hand at least. Yeah, so I'm just going to get this hooked up because it's kind of difficult to do with one hand, and I'll check back in with you after I get all this hooked up. All right, little update. I got all the wires hooked up to the starter, signal, power. I got a power that comes around here, follows the edge of the block around, and connects to the back of the alternator to connect that. Connect that to the battery. So I think that's probably why my fuel pump wasn't powered when I was trying to empty the gas tank. I think that's why the fuel pump wasn't powered. The power wasn't tied in from the battery into the ECU harness, because it ties together from what I can see at the starter. So I'm pretty sure that will solve that problem. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, plugging things in, and we'll see. Maybe we can bump the starter here in a little bit. All right, guys, a little update here. Just kind of like tooling around out here, just doing little things. I got spark plug wires installed on this side. I want to go ahead and install the dipstick now, and I'm going to put oil in the engine. So yeah, let's keep driving on with this. Okay, dipstick. Let's put some oil in this thing. And then I'm going to use a funnel. Hope it doesn't just pour out onto the ground. Dipstick's bone dry. There's a little bit of oil in there. Probably has to settle, maybe. Run through. Doesn't look like it's just dripping on the ground, so that's good. I got oil in the motor. I don't have any gas. I emptied the tank, so there's no fuel in the tank. And it's like 11 o'clock at night. So there's no way I can start it right now. But I've been trying to crank it. I just want to kind of crank the motor over and just see it move. And this is basically what happens. I turn it on, right? I get nothing. I get power, but nothing to the... So that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to... This car was an auto. I'm turning into a manual. I'm waiting on the clutch master cylinder. So the one I got was the wrong one. So the pedal assembly is all apart right now. I think it has to do with wiring like the neutral safety switch to the clutch switch. I'm not really sure, so I'm just gonna look around. I'm gonna look online and see if I can find like a wiring diagram. I'm pretty sure this is the plug that I took out of the automatic shifter, but I'm not sure, so I really need to check and see, and then figure out which one of these is the neutral safety switch, because it does nothing. And then on top of that, right, I can turn the key all the way to start, but then once I come off, now I can't go back to start. I don't know if you saw that. All the way to start, I let go, now I can't start again. So I think that has to do with like the park switch or the neutral safety switch. So I'm gonna look online, see if I can find any information on that, and maybe I can just quickly wire something up just to get it to crank. So I'll check back with you once I figure that out. Okay, I'm back with an update, and I found this is the plug that I was talking about. This is the neutral, or the one that goes into the shifter. What I did is I jumped pins 5 and 7 together, and that should basically tell the car that it's in neutral, and it should crank now. So oh yeah, okay, all right. It still won't let me re-engage the starter once I let off. Let me, that's exciting. Let me set you up so you can see it crank. I'm just gonna spray. We don't have, there's no fuel in the car. So what I'm gonna do is just spray some carb cleaner in here and see if we can get it to sputter a little bit. That was loud. It is like 11:30 at night. That's loud. Oh yeah. All right. Melissa's probably gonna be out here in like 30 seconds to yell at me, so I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh man. Okay, just put gas in the car. I'm going to hook the battery up. And then oh, we got a fuel leak. All right, that line's not tight. Okay, so we're gonna want to tighten that. Man, that was a lot of gas. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not even remotely tight. Smooth move there, Ralphie. Check these ones. They are also not tight. That's probably $3 of fuel on the ground. Let's turn the key on and see if it leaks again. That looks pretty good. It sounds so good. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna let it air out in here and let this fuel evaporate before I mess with it anymore. All right guys, I'm back in the garage, and you guys all know one of the big remaining pieces for the E36 is the drive shaft. So I got a drive shaft shop locally here that I'm gonna go to. Just have to grab some measurements for them and take a few pictures, and then we're gonna head on over there and take a look. But first, you know the deal. We need a little motivation. So let's crank this up real quick. Radiator's not hooked up. I just started mocking up the coolant system. You know, that still needs to be done. If that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. Oh yeah, I think that's the longest I've had it running. I had to cut it off because, you know, this stuff isn't hooked up yet. I just started mocking in some hoses here. Probably not going to use this radiator. I don't really know yet. Still to be determined. Anyway, let me get under the car and measure for this drive shaft. 50 inches exactly. Okay. Looks like the drive shaft's gonna be 50 inches exactly in length, flange to flange. Alright guys, so I just dropped off the drive shaft and this is the place. Sorry, I felt still newish at YouTubing and a little weird about filming, but PRC or RPC driveline service seems to be where everybody local goes to get their drive shafts made up. So guy seemed pretty good. I dropped off both drive shafts to him, and he said he'll call me back before the end of the week, let me know what he can do and all that. So hopefully by next week I should have a drive shaft. So anyway, I'll see you guys back in the garage. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video there. Car's running, it starts up. I'm pretty dang excited to get the first drive in. Next video is going to be the first drive. I'm going to speed through getting the cooling system up and running. I'll run through the cooling system and show you how I ran it, how I ran all the lines, and how I hooked everything up. But I'm gonna breeze through it. Next video, we're driving. So excited for that. Stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you're subscribed so you get the notification. Hit the bell so you see the notification for the next video that's coming out. And thanks for watching, and I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you next time.
This is fun.
This is the first ride in a car that you build yourself. Sometimes they go like this.